Okay, Liverpool, Norwich City in the FA Cup fourth round. What a thrilling game we've had as a neutral. I mean, 7 goals is just probably one of the best games I've seen in a while. Just entertainment value. It's finished 5-2 to Liverpool. It should have been more. Long in the Norwich goal has pulled off several really good saves in the second half. He's kept the scoreline respectable. It shouldn't have been this close. Norwich, their insistence of playing out from the back. From the very first whistle has undone them today. They stuck to their plan A rigorously. It didn't work, but it led to a very entertaining game and some calamitous defending. But also Liverpool, at times, a little bit of wasteful finishing. And also when they bring all the changes on in the second half, that does disrupt the flow of the game. Liverpool just... their game management went to sleep for about 10-15 minutes. There was a worldy goal in there. There's one of the goals of the season in there from Borja Sainz. Cracking finish. I think other clubs will be looking at him at a higher level. Young, talented Spanish attacking midfielder. That is a brilliant finish to give Norwich some hope midway through the second half. But let's have a look at it. So Curtis Jones starts the scoring on 15 minutes. Liverpool have already hit the post at this point. Liverpool's crossing today was brilliant. They kept peppering that Norwich box. He sneaks in at the back post, and that's good depth scoring. That's something that Liverpool will need if they are to challenge for full pieces of silverware this season and keep up that challenge to try and go for a quadruple. They're going to need players like Curtis Jones to chip in. It's a very well taken goal. And it's 1-0. It should have been 2 or 3-0 at this point. Norwich's interesting method of playing out from the back and playing themselves into trouble has aided Liverpool a little bit. However, from a set play, Norwich have shown nothing going forward, but Ben Gibson off a corner. For the first 20 minutes, Liverpool are in charge. Norwich managed to get down the other end. They win a corner. Liverpool deal with the first corner. They obviously have the second corner, and Ben Gibson, while it does come off his back, it's the movement he makes to get in front of the defender and get it in the back of the net. He doesn't score very often. I think this is only his second professional goal in his career. It's his first for Norwich, and it's his first since 2018. He'll take them any way it comes. That suddenly brought the game to life a little bit, because now Liverpool have been in a very commanding position, but are only 1-0 up. Suddenly it's 1-1. They didn't take advantage of being on top at that point. However, Darwin Núñez has had a very good game. He's already hit the post. His goal is brilliant. He's better as an instinctive finisher. If he takes too long on the ball, his finishing's a bit wild. But as an instinctive finisher, 1 or 2 touch, he is outstanding. And that's, I think, where he's best. Norwich, again, playing out from the back, turn the ball over, quick ball into him, and 1 touch out of his feet, bang, back of the net. Brilliant finish. He can be a bit inconsistent, but he's scoring a lot of goals this season, which is going to be crucial for Liverpool, again, in this chase for 4 pieces of silverware. It's a brilliant goal, and then it is literally how many are Liverpool going to score at this point. But it stays 2-1 until half-time. So it's 2-1 at half-time. Liverpool should have been 3 or 4 up, maybe 5. Norwich haven't shown enough going the other way. Second half would be different. But the second half, much like the first half, Liverpool on top, Norwich still trying to play out from the back with this brave method of playing out from the back, but the quality isn't there. Liverpool, with the way they have that high press, don't give them the time and space to do that. They're not going to sit back. They're going to want to get a third, and they do. Diogo Jota, again, he's a very underrated player. He's scoring a lot of goals this season, and again, we're seeing multiple different players score. It's not just one player, it's multiple players. And with Mo Salah out injured following his injury in the African Cup of Nations, Jota, Núñez, these players are going to be crucial for Liverpool with adding to that scoring threat. But Diogo Jota is underrated as a player. That's on 53 minutes. Big cheer for Virgil van Dijk. Obviously, he's had injury problems this season. But that header from that corner is the way he's going away from goal, and he has enough power behind that header to make it 4. That's on 63 minutes. And Liverpool just keeping the scoreboard ticking over at this point. You're thinking this could be 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a brilliant header. Liverpool now in a very commanding position. And then they ease off the throttle. They just ease off. The substitutions are happening at this point. And they lose a little bit of cohesion. And then this is where Borja Sainz scores possibly one of the best goals of the season. Norwich managed to get a counter-attack. They're playing better in the second half, even though they've conceded 2 goals. That finish from distance to beat Alisson and Alisson nearly keeps it out. That is a rocket of a shot. It's a brilliant piece of quick thinking counter attack play, which we've seen a lot in the fourth round so far. One of the best goals of the round. It is a cracking shot, gives Norwich hope. Liverpool have lost a little bit of cohesion with the changes, and Norwich would still be in with a bit of a shout. Now, this is where Liverpool start peppering the goal, and Long, the Norwich goalkeeper, pulls off several saves. A great double save in there as well. Gakpo, Gakpo as a player frustrates me. He does frustrate me. He kept taking the set plays and getting crosses in, and that's a good thing. But his finishing, he's very frustrating to watch. He has it in his locker. Long, the Norwich keeper, has stopped him multiple times. There's a double save in there. There's multiple great saves to keep it at 4 for a good 20 minutes. And then Gravenbach scores his goal right at the death. They just couldn't keep them out for much longer. It was a very entertaining game as a neutral. Norwich gave it a good go in the second half. First half they were appalling. The second half they did give it a bit more of a go. I think their substitutions benefited them. They looked more positive. You could argue, why didn't they start with the lineup that finished the game? I think they might have had a bit more luck. That Borja Sainz is quite a player. His introduction helped Norwich a little bit. Liverpool with the substitutions, yes, they got players like Robinson and Van Dijk coming back from injury, and they want to give them minutes. Was this the right game to give them minutes? At the same time, they did lose control a bit of their game management, which is a concern. I think that's something that they need to pay attention to, as they were in a very commanding position at 4-1, and they let it go to 4-2 and gave Norwich hope. And Norwich, in the second half, were better going forward. They were creating more problems for Liverpool. But 5-2, I think, flatters Norwich. I think Liverpool will actually be disappointed. They could have won this game by a cricket score had they had more accuracy. There was some wild finishing in the second half as well. They were peppering that goal in the second half. The chances kept coming. There was some scrambling defence from the Norwich players. So the commitment was there from Norwich in defence. It's that playing out from the back was tactical suicide. And the goalkeeper, Long, he's not their regular. Gunn is their regular first choice. He's the second choice keeper. He's had actually quite a good game considering he's conceded 5 goals. So there we go, Liverpool-Norwich. It was a thrilling game, fun game to watch. Great atmosphere at Anfield. The Norwich fans are in good voice as well. And we've seen 7 really, really good goals, which has added to the entertainment factor. But as I said, sometimes a 0-0 draw can be quite entertaining as well. It's just about how the game is played. But this game was played in the right manner by both sides. There wasn't a nasty element to the game. It was refreshing to see that there's just two sides wanting to play. It just so happens Liverpool were far, far too superior for Norwich, and Norwich didn't really have a plan B once they went 2-1 down. It was going to be a bit of an uphill struggle. They could have taken an opportunity when they got back to 1-1 to start really going at Liverpool. They just didn't have enough in the first half. So you could argue the changes they made in the second half, should that have been the starting lineup. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts in the comment section below. I will have some more content for you very, very soon.